I've seen this
3,
man.
4,
He got the
5.
biggest dick. It's so thick.
Bottom on bottom, a great poet said this once. I got trauma.
You're so sick. All because you wanted to get for an hour. We call that the gay audacity. Welcome to Poison Touch, the podcast where a gamer meets gamers to give you the best and worst advice for all of life's predicaments. My guest this month will do more than just play Smash Bros with you. He'll smash you, bro. He's a multi-talented creator with a directorial eye, a gamer looking for short kings, and a videographer capturing everything from raw moments to raw sex. It's Ron Peralta. Ron, how are you?
Hey there. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. I try
You
with
know
the
what?
intros.
That was yes. That was good. I was like, yeah.
I hit all the marks. I
Hello.
hit all the good ones.
No, you did. Thank you for mentioning the videography, because sometimes people forget that there's more than just the slinging of, Yeah. Right now I am, what's the word? On a video game vacation, kind of.
Okay.
Where
Meaning you're not playing games, or you're only playing games?
I'm only playing games. Like I am giving this month to knock out this backlog that I have, because I've had a backlog since like 2022. It's time to wrap it up so I can kick it into high gear in 2026.
What games specifically are we working through? Let's talk about this.
I started last week, and I started with Mini Ninjas. Now I've played it before, but it was on Xbox 360, so that was years ago. But I bought it again for PC. I just got through Resident Evil 7.
Nice.
Devil May Cry. Yeah, loved. I'm ready to play number 8.
Same.
I did Devil May Cry, like the I don't know if you've seen their like reboot one.
No, I mean, like, I know Devil May Cry, but I don't really follow it. I just know it's a lot of hack and slash.
Yes.
Get the highest style score.
And then boom. Then I knocked out Ninja Gaiden, Shin-chan, 7-Day Summer.
Shin-chan, that's my son right there.
I have so many emojis and reaction photos for him. I use him for everything. You get it. And then I knocked out Final Fantasy. I think it's 10. XV is 10, correct?
XV is 15. 10. The one with the boys.
15.
The boy band.
Yeah. The boy band.
Yeah.
Them little homos. I love it.
It's the gayest one.
It's yes. So good. And then Sonic Frontiers and Arkham City. Nice. Actually, I knocked out Sonic Frontiers and Arkham City yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I was like, let's knock these both out. And then boom.
Damn, you've been going through a lot. That is a big backlog.
Because I have more. I don't know if they can see. Blah blah. My bad. But yes, no, too much.
That's a lot. Yeah, I have been working through the Pokemon DLC right now. I have been working through Hollow Knight, which I'm really liking, and after that, I think I'm going to play through Mass Effect, all 3 of them.
Like 1, 2, and 3?
1, 2, and 3. Yeah, because I have the bundle on Steam.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need to add you on Steam. Okay. Yeah. You a PC? Good.
Yeah. PC, PS5, Switch. I have a Steam Deck, so I've been mostly playing on that for now.
Yes. Once they come out with that Steam GameCube, I know it's not actually called that, but
that's what it is. That's what it is. It's the Steam GameCube. That's what it is.
Yeah. They will be getting My credit card will be there. Too many games. Speaking of the DLC, I started it, but then I paused because it is a little grindy, and I'm just like, I got other things I gotta knock out first.
The gameplay loop of having to make the donuts and do the thing
and all this, and I'm like, all right. And I like to make a team for each one. So it's for each section of the game. So like, main campaign, I had one team, and I build it manually, get them their golden bottle caps, blah blah blah, hyper train, and then the side quests, like all of them, I had a team for that one.
So you go in depth with it.
Yes, I like to make it feel like a new chapter. Kind of
Yeah.
like, like Ash, where he goes on a new journey, but he makes a whole new team
All new
instead of going
Pokemon
with
with the same like level
Um
100 now,
right, yes.
No, that makes sense.
And so then I'm doing one for the DLC. Now this one I'm not doing manually because I do not have the time. So I did use there's like a bot trader thing. I don't know if you've ever seen it on Twitch that like lets you send in like so you go on like Showdown and you customize them and then
Okay.
you be like, "Hey, trade me this." And then
Gotcha. Oh,
boom.
so you
Yeah.
put it in and then you get it. Okay, that's cool.
Yes. So it's like essentially they're hacked, but
Yeah,
anyways,
but you're not
yeah.
using them online, so it's
No, no, no,
your
no,
your
no.
mileage may vary.
Right. It's like we're not going crazy talking about let's go to the tournament.
This is just
We
for
that
you
that would be
playing at
disrespectful.
home. Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
I am kind of the same way, but it's like I'll keep my team until like I entered the first of like the donut ones, and I
yeah,
got a Charcadet. I was like, okay, I'm gonna train that one up. Then I got like a Strudel. I'm gonna train that one up, and so I just like pick a little one. I'm like, all right, these are ones
yeah.
that I like.
Like
And so
here.
but I'm like, I don't really care too much about bottle caps and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah. Okay.
they'll be all right.
Okay.
They'll be all right.
See, I wouldn't, but then, yo, these wild Pokemon.
And that's why I'm getting my ass beat.
I'm like, you just an NPC. What happened? I'm
Level
like,
130. I'm getting
I'm
my
like,
shit rocked.
oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, I heard you. Maybe I do need to train,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I think I might have to
But boom,
pop a couple gold bottle caps in.
and then boom. But yeah, that's where we at.
Nice. I have a question for you.
What's up?
What is a piece of advice that has stuck with you?
Ooh,
This is
this is a
important.
good. This is a good one. Whatchamacallit. And my aunt raised like whatchamacallit. My aunt raised me on this one.
Mhm.
No one is coming to save you. And by that is like, yes, you have friends that will be there, but at the end of the day, you are the one who has to put in the work. You are the one that has to get up. No one is coming to save you.
That's a good one.
And that has driven me where I'm like, all right, I want to do the gym. No one's going to text me, hey, Ron, go to the gym. You got to go. You got to get up. No one is coming.
That's a good
And
one.
then boom.
I like that.
That's my favorite. That's one of the best things I've ever been told.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
I want to touch really quickly before we get into the advice.
Go ahead.
So first, I followed you on Instagram. We followed each other on Instagram. Then your Instagram got chopped. So then I followed you on Twitter. And then you did this thing that I thought was really interesting.
What?
You said
What I did?
You said Twitter is bot heavy. I got a lot of these mutuals. What's going on here? You messaged like every mutual you had.
Yo, yes.
Let's talk about this real quick, and then we'll get into the advice because I thought this was so interesting, and that's kind of what spurred us into here. Because originally, Jay Seabrook, friend of the pod, had mentioned was like, you should reach out to Ron and have Ron. I was like, okay, cool. Then you went and messaged all your mutuals on Twitter, of which I was on there, and I was like, oh, this is the perfect chance for me to ask.
Like,
why did you go and message all of these mutuals?
So it was like, I think I was like following 500 people and all that. And I was like, we're all following each other, but we're not saying anything to each other. And neither are we. And a lot of people aren't interacting on the timeline either. So it's like, I don't know y'all. And then it's leaving me like, should we even be network connected if there's not even at least like if we don't have at least even the exchange of like a message from 2023, hey,
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we've been following each other since 2021 and there hasn't ever been a word exchange between us. Not even like, oh, I love that new video you posted, or hey, I hope you have a good day. What are we connected then for? Is it just because you like the proximity? Like, is it the proximity? Like, oh, because there are people who will follow someone just to get that follow so that they can reach out to someone else to be like, hey, I also know so and so maybe we should connect. And it's like, no, you don't know so and so. You just kind of like a popular, like, oh, he must be popular enough to get followed by this guy. So, but that's just an example of kind of like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Or like, let's say it's like, okay, if we both actually find each other attractive, or we're both into each other's content, why have we never said hello to each other? Why have no one ever been like, hey, you're cool. It's good to see you on my timeline.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, fuck it. Let's message everyone, hey, have a great day, just to let it be there. And also to test the waters and see who should I remove, because I I love to purge. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Yeah,
I
no, purge it
love
out.
I love it's something about like, okay, you can go. Like, to remove, to just be like, all right, this, to declutter, that's the word. Someone said it when I asked what does that mean? And they're like, you like to declutter. And I was like,
Yeah.
that
That's
is
a
true.
Marie Kondo you're following.
Like, here, let's, and I did it again recently that
Oh,
now
yeah?
I'm down to 200, where I was just like, but this time it was more of a business thing where I'm just like, I want to cut off anything that isn't OF or an alt. And as well as anyone who I'm like, I don't think you're actually attracted to me, and I don't think we're ever gonna actually collab, so I'm gonna put you to the side.
Yeah.
There's no malice behind it. It's just kind of like, all right,
Kept it to a business. You trimmed all the excess.
like, yes, yeah. But yeah, that is. Did I answer the question, or did I go off on a tangent?
No. We answered it. We got
But,
it.
but yeah, I was like, let's connect for real if we're gonna connect.
Nice.
Now, I want to say only like 50-60% actually responded.
That was gonna be my follow up was how many people got back.
Like, some only like a good bit, and I was like, okay. Some of them I gave the pass because I was like, oh, we've spoken before, so I'm not gonna die that you didn't say have a great day back, or you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Other ones I was just like, oh, so you're not gonna say a word. And then I tried to think about it like, okay, maybe they think it's not a real thing. Maybe they think it was sent randomly, like on accident, or they just not interested, or they just not checking their DMs. And I just was like, let's let it be. Whatever it is.
With that, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna get into the questions when we get back. We're back from our break. It's time to get into the questions. First up, we have Lil Traveling Potato. It's a sex and love question, and they write, am I the asshole? I've been with my boyfriend for almost 2 years now, and we're making plans of moving in together, but his finances are less than favorable to live comfortably. I've been saving money so I can afford to move out to a different city by myself just in case he can't afford it. I don't feel great waiting around to see if he can pull it off in the projected move out date next summer, and I know it'll probably be the deciding factor in continuing the relationship or not. Should I tell him now that I will move forward with or without him if he can't make it happen for himself first? For more context, he complains that I get to do lots of traveling and enjoying trips by myself, yet he has a very defeatist attitude when it comes to finding new jobs that will give him more financial security. Our latest trip together, he had claimed he had budgeted for it to make it happen, yet that weekend, I was the one that ended up paying for most of our expenses to make sure he had food to eat and Ubers to move around. I don't make enough money to fulfill both of our needs in that way, and I'm getting more and more irritated with his lack of urgency to stabilize himself in order to move in together. Oof.
There's a lot here. It's not even just the moving out and everything.
Yeah.
It's like there's things on both ends that need to be tackled. Ooh.
Yeah, we could take this piece by piece,
Hold
right?
on. Okay.
So
Do you have anything you want to say first?
The first thing I wanted to say, because at first I was like, wow, this is kind of heavy, because they go, this will probably be the deciding factor in continuing the relationship or not. I'm like, before I got to the second part of the question, I said, damn, so if you can't move in together, it's a chop. You're breaking up.
Yeah. Like that's the part that hit me where it's like, I've been saving money so I can afford to move out to a different city by myself. Like, already there wasn't ever any, it's kind of like you have them in mind, but they don't matter.
It's kind of like I'm doing this regardless.
Yeah, and it's like, so then that kind of then that should also make you question, do you want to be in this relation? Because that's like the first thing. Do you want to? I think you need to knock out if you even want to be in this relationship, because I feel like if I was going to move somewhere else, my person is kept in mind.
Yeah, like I'm asking them, do they want to move to the city with me?
Yeah,
because why are we moving to a different city is kind of like the one question I have,
Right. Because regardless of if they have enough, it's kind of like, you don't want them to come with you. Like you're not gonna, because besides them not doing their part yet, it's like, wait, do you not want them to come with? Were you just like, what were you gonna do if you did go and they were left behind? But I guess that's where the continue the relationship or not comes in.
Yeah. We're gonna get to the broke boyfriend, but I do want to touch on them first, like, because I want to let them know, because it's one of those things where it's like, it feels like, yes, there's a decision to move, right?
Yeah.
But from what I'm reading here, it feels like you're kind of making the push and you're like, this is something that I want to do, and it doesn't seem as if your boyfriend is feeling that same amount of fervor. Does he even want to move? Is he comfortable in the city he's in? Is he not trying to leave? Have there been these conversations? And if there have, and you just didn't write that in here, that's fine. I just want to make sure that like this is a equal move for both of y'all, or is someone conceding and giving something up by being like, okay, let's move to a different city,
Yeah. It's also like, it reads as though this partner isn't necessarily in your bigger picture anyways.
Long
like
game, right?
Yeah, like bigger picture, like they're kind of like a side character, like when the sequel comes, like they may or may not be in it. Might need to tackle if you even want to, in general, like not even just a move,
Like I'll give this as an example, right? So I've been with my boyfriend for 3 somewhat years.
Yeah.
And we had a talk a couple months ago. He is getting to a point where he wants to like buy property.
Yeah.
Buying property in Chicago, not super in the cards. It's expensive. So he's thinking of moving out to one of the suburbs. We had a conversation about what that would mean for us. Would I join him in the suburbs? How would that look? But see, I was involved in every part of this conversation. Yeah. And we haven't made that decision yet, but we have talked out enough to know, okay, what kind of jobs would I look for? How would that move? Because right now I'm bartending in the neighborhood in Chicago. Yeah. So if we move to the burbs, we would have to figure that out. And kind of what I said, I was like, I'm cool moving to the burbs. I would love a house. House sounds great. I need to be close to a train. I need to be, somewhat close to the city so I can get back to my friends and get to jobs. And and then if I try to get an office job later, that's something different. But these are things that we talked about. These are the questions I want to make sure together. See, together the entire part of the process. We talked about this together, and that's
like you already making plans without them, and now you're about to mention it to the let me read. Should I tell him? Let me read that, because it's like, it sounds like it's just never been brought up anyway. But just in case, I've like they've already been saving money. That's what it sounds like. Yeah. Okay, and we're making plans of moving in together. So it's like, it seems that the idea of moving in together has been brought up, but other actions were being made in the shadows.
Yeah, because you're like, should I tell him now that I will move forward with or without him?
Right. And it seems like you've already been saving anyway, regardless.
Which is fine. Save. Everyone should save.
Right. It's
what I mean?
Yes,
we're not saying that. We're not saying that's the problem.
100%. It's more of are all the conversations happening? You should. Like, really, to answer that question, should I tell him now? Yes, you should.
Yes,
you should.
You have
100%.
You can't just keep him in the dark, and then all of a sudden you're like,
and then
you're still broke, so I'm leaving town and going to another city. That's
like, no. That would. Oh no, man.
The second part is now we get into the boyfriend's finances. This is where we had to whack Potato a little bit. Now we got to whack the boyfriend a little bit.
Now we
you
got
know
to
what I
whack
mean?
the boyfriend.
Everyone's getting whacked, and so far, I don't think anybody's the asshole. I just think this is a compatibility issue, or maybe you're in different points of each other's lives.
Yes,
I just don't, and I don't think that's wrong for either of you. You know what I mean? It just feels like you might be on different pages.
Yeah.
And for the boyfriend, he might be, you know, I'll say this. The job market is terrible.
Oh, bad.
It's really easy to get that defeatist attitude when it comes to finding new jobs because nobody's hiring. And if they are hiring, the AI is vetting you out because your last name is somewhat ethnic. And if you get past that, you have to do 800 interviews. And then just for them to go with the internal hire anyway.
Yup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. It's nasty. It's nasty.
In the ass.
And it's like, whatchamacallit? It's like I'll read through like sometimes those tweets will pop up like about job market stuff and like the stories that were like, oh, I had to do 3 interviews. And it's just like having to do 3 interviews while you're looking for a job, while you're unemployed and you need the money now, and they just like no. It's hard out here. So I'll give it some grace there.
Exactly.
Now you can't be defeated like for 72 hours. Like you gotta still keep it.
We gotta push past that.
You gotta keep it moving.
It's hard. Even if we're doing maybe an application a day, or if we take the weekends off to, you know, have fun, you have to find a balance between like fighting through the AI hellscape that is the job market.
And then boom.
And wanting better for yourself, especially if he is complaining that you get to do lots of traveling, you get to enjoy trips by yourself, you get to do all these things. If he really wants that for himself, that's not something that like you as the boyfriend can kind of push him to do. He's got to want that for himself.
Yes. No one is coming to save you.
I see.
No one is coming to you gotta want it for yourself.
Exactly.
Our last trip he claimed he had
let's talk about this trip.
To make it happen. Yet that weekend I was the one that ended up paying most of our expenses to make sure he had food to eat and Ubers to move around.
That would piss me off.
Oh, like if what? Which part?
If we're going on a trip, right? Mm-hmm. And you're saying, all right, I'm budgeting it out. I got everything. We're gonna be good. And then we get to the trip, and all of a sudden I gotta do all the Ubers and I gotta pay for all the food and stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, we talked about doing this kind of 50-50, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, is it like, you know, especially if that conversation is had where it's like, hey, I want to make sure that we can both help each other up, you know, keep each other afloat and not just one.
Like in October, I went to Japan.
Yeah. Oh.
And we talked about this beforehand. My boyfriend, really good. He's very type A. He books he booked the flights, he booked the hotels and all that stuff. I paid him for it, right? So we split that halfway. I had to book one of the hotels. We ended up splitting that. Food and stuff, we ended up splitting. We like, for the most part, split it down in the middle. Or maybe I treated him to this, then he treats to me to something else. Yeah,
because there's parts where you're like, baby, I got it. You know?
Exactly. But and I do that because I know at some point he's got me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I got him. We go to this one bar. It's a karaoke bar. I'm like, all right, I got this. You know, I put the tab down, you know. And then the next day, he's like, all right, we went to go get ramen. He got me. We have that agreement. We know it's going to be like that.
Boom. If you haven't already spoke to them about this and how much it's like frustrating you even more now, like it's it's festering.
Yeah, that's going to get worse.
That's the word. That's the definition.
Festering.
Festering. And fester, the festering starts if you don't know how to control those emotions and all that. It starts to come out. It starts to come out in different actions, you know, whether it's now you're arguing more, whether you're yelling, or where you're just being like, you know, all that.
And it could be about stuff that isn't even related to finances. You know, like it comes out when someone doesn't do the dishes. It comes out when someone's just like, why are you just sitting there watching TV? You know, it comes out with all types of different stuff.
Yes. Like all these little things start to, let's tackle that. You need to start having the conversations.
Yeah. I think but also.
And then
the first conversation they need to have is with themselves. You need to figure out, do you want to be with this man?
Yes. And the boo need to figure out need to step it up. Like the movie. I think that's what
Step
it's
it up.
called. Step it
Step
up.
it up. Yeah. So I don't think anyone's the asshole per se.
No.
I think you gotta figure out if you want to move forward with this man. You need to
Right.
figure out, are you moving to another city primarily for yourself, or are you doing this for something for your relationship together?
Right.
And if it is something that y'all are doing together, you need to have a lot more conversations about what that looks like together for the two of y'all.
Right. It's potato and potato
Yeah.
together. You know.
But you can't force your man to want to make more money. You know, he's got to want that for himself.
That part.
Yeah. I will say, I know that man is putting you through the mattress. If there's one thing a broke man will do,
It's
if there's
sounding like
one thing a broke man will do,
it's. I hope at least. I hope
he
at
better
least.
be. He better
I
be.
hope at least because you putting up with it, you know, or going through those emotions, they must be. You know. But yeah.
You might be a little homosexual. Get you a broke man to put you through the mattress.
Oh Lord. Good luck with the travels.
Good luck, Potato.
Good luck.
Right back in. Let us know how everything goes. Let us know how the conversations go. Let us know if you figure out whether y'all are doing this together or if you're truly doing this alone. I'm curious. I'm hoping the best for you. We're gonna move on to our next question. This is from Of7. It's a sex and love question. They write, so first off, hi, hello. I'm currently in my medical school. All hell has broken loose in America, but I'm also still horny era. I made a new friend. I'm going to call him Damon. Damon broke up with his ex, and I finally blocked my ex and told him never to talk to me again. Congrats. So Damon and I are both horny ass Aries, and we've been hanging out and fucking as gay people do, and I think this might be my first experience in a rebound type of relationship. The first night we met in person, we chilled at his place. He vented to me about his issues with his previous partner. A night of partying and talking ended with me being my typical weirdo self, led to us fucking, and I went pretty hard, made him nut 3 times, and I fell asleep wrapped up next to him. Damon later that night proceeded to wake me up for around 4 and 5. His dick is also mad intimidating to me physically, the thickest one and one of the longest I've ever had in my hands. We recently saw each other again, and after another night of partying and gaming, it was on once more. I let him choke me. I even got more practice putting that third leg of his inside my mouth, and we allowed each other to say some rather intense stuff while we were fucking, and after busting my nut and helping making him nut another 5 times the morning after post-nut clarity hit. I'm a little scared that this rebound thing we have will end horribly, but the insane part of me just wants to see how this plays out. You know, first off, you wrote this in to brag. You said, I've seen
3,
this man.
4,
he got
5.
the biggest dick. It's so thick. Oh my God. You wrote this in to brag.
He woke me up again, said, let's go round 4, round 5.
Yes.
I got 3 nuts. Okay.
You know, congratulations, girl.
Congratulations to you and Damon.
Congrats.
You know.
What do you think about this situation?
All right. First of all, I'm gonna say it personally out the gate. I think you're just overthinking it. I think you are overthinking it. I think it's just y'all are, you know, it's what it is, just a rebound moment, a little pick me up. After, you know, one has broken up and the other one has just blocked their ex, blah blah blah, etc. And y'all are just enjoying each other's company. You know, as what was it? Y'all met at a party? Wait,
it doesn't say how they met.
The first night we met, we chilled at his. Okay.
Yeah, so we don't know if they met on Grindr or if they met at a party. Point is they met.
Yeah, and so actually, it might have been partying, a night of partying and talk. Yeah. So it was at a party.
Okay.
But anyway, still, this is just 2 people enjoying each other, and y'all are like, let's go again. You know, let's see each other another night. You know.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing is, I think you're putting too much pressure on what this could be instead of living in the moment and figuring out what this is currently. And if you're having fun and you're testing out big thick dick down your throat, just let it be that. Let it be that for a bit. You know what I mean?
Just let it. No.
Just let it be that.
And I also wouldn't it's like but what I want to know is, where does that fear if it'll end horribly come from? Because there isn't much besides y'all are just
It sounds like they're
hooking
just
up.
fucking. I mean, we don't even know about
Yeah.
if they're having any conversations. It
Right,
sounds like
like
they're just going
like
5
you're
rounds.
just right, you just having fun. And two, I wouldn't think anything of it either, because homeboy Damon just broke up, you know. So that's already one thing where it's like you can't think anything too much else.
Yeah.
Would you call it a relationship? Rebound type relationship? Like what would you call this? I feel like I would just call it rebound moment
Yeah,
instead
because it's
of
not even like a situationship. Y'all are just fucking. You
no.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
y'all are just no.
And that's fine. Just
That
be fuck buddies for a
perfect.
bit. You know, it doesn't have to be like,
Boom.
oh, we're making something more out of this. He
No,
just
not
broke
at
up with his
all.
ex. You just blocked your ex. I mean, it sounds like y'all
Yeah.
both have things you need to do on your own. Just be single, have fun.
Yes.
That's it.
Easy.
Yeah.
There's
Don't
none.
get too caught up in the dickmatized
No.
moment of like,
It this really has them talking about, whoa, what could this be? Yeah, no.
yeah, no.
Just enjoy it. You know.
Yep.
That's it.
It's
That's
easy.
it. Easy peasy.
Just
Easy.
have fun.
2 seconds.
Because the second you start overthinking it and start to figure, oh my god, does he like me like this? Does he do this? It's
Like,
just
no,
gonna get
baby.
messy.
That's where
Just have fun.
that's where that happens. Hell no.
Yeah. That being said, Damon, if you got the alt, hit us up. You know, you post it. We're visual learners over here.
Right. I want to see
visual learners.
Talking about
Yeah.
hello.
Come on, I want to see it.
Like, wait.
And if of7 wants to turn into OF7,
right, that's what it's giving.
Link. Post up the link.
That's what it's giving.
Yeah. Anyway,
of7 nuts. Because let me count.
Of7, yeah. 3, how many nuts did we get?
4, 5.
And then the next day,
another 5 nuts. 5.
We're at like 10.
Wait,
we're at like 10
wait.
nuts.
Another one, and then before that,
we're at like 12.
Whoa. Yeah, it's giving. Okay.
I think we're at like 12.
Of
nuts.
12.
Of 12. Best of 12.
Of 12.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Good luck. Send us an update. Send us, all the goodies.
Send the link. That's what needs to be
Send the link.
done.
Drop the link. You need someone to film it? Hit Ron up.
Hey, director. Boom.
We're gonna move on to our next question. This one is from Ven Baxter. It's under other, and they write, I'm an upcoming producer and creator of a reality show series called Boys Town Beats. I have an Instagram page set up, but I'm still searching for potential people to cast. The issue is I don't know where to hold auditions or even have the budget it takes to even make an episode, let alone a full season. What should I do? Okay. This is less of the rest of the ones are like, what do I do? I'm having too much sex. Well,
Yeah.
I like when we get something more job related, we get something more creative in the passion realm. This is good.
All right.
Ven Baxter. First
you want to go first?
I have a couple things.
Go ahead.
This is something this is like a little pet peeve of mine, but I always harp on this. Instead of whenever someone's like, oh, I'm an aspiring writer, I'm an aspiring director, just say, I'm a director, I'm a writer. Just say it.
Oh, that's another good piece of advice someone once told me. Cause I remember I used to be like, oh, I'm kind of a videographer editor. And I remember my friend stopped me. He said, Ron, stop that right now. Just say, when someone asks you what you do or what you are, just say, I'm a videographer, I'm an editor. I like that. Now that I was a friend because I needed to hear that. Because sometimes people won't tell you, they'll just let you go with the titles. And it's just like, no, you need to be, like, I'm a producer, I'm a this, I'm that,
Just say it. Because upcoming, aspiring, those are like, those are good things to see for yourself. Like I'm working on it, I'm building toward it. Right. But to other people, that lets them kind of feel like it makes you feel like a small fry.
Yeah, and it's like, no,
you want people to take you seriously. You want to project that. You want to.
This is what I'm doing.
Yeah. So just say, I'm a producer. I'm creating a reality series called Boys Town Beat. Boom. Upcoming, we're taking that out of the vocab.
Done.
Out of the vocab.
Boom.
And when you're looking for auditions, you want to say that I'm a producer.
You're right, because because if you're talking about I'm upcoming, I'm gonna be a little scared talking about, should I come to you?
Does this person know what they're doing?
Right,
and even if you don't know what you're doing, you don't want other people to know that.
No, not at all. No.
Come on.
Okay, well let's see. Good, you have an IG page set up.
Yeah.
That's you gotta have something up that people can look at. Now the other part is making sure that that page looks clean, looks good, looks not like some sort of scam or whatever, etc.
Yeah. Let's make sure we're not using AI for the logos and stuff. Because the thing that I've been going through lately is anytime I see someone use AI to promote something, I think broke. I think cheap.
Yes.
I think they don't care about the artistic integrity of this.
Yo.
It just doesn't look good.
Especially when I see it on like clubs, like promotional club party
Especially for
things,
clubs and parties. Oh my god.
where it's like the circuit parties where it's like this like 8 like 10 pecked man with like long flowy hair, and I'm just like, this person doesn't exist. You couldn't get someone that's at the party to be like, you know,
just tap your go-go's that you have for the party.
Yo,
get some professional headshots from them, and they all have them. You know what I mean? And just put that on the flyer. I saw one where they ended up turning all the go-go's into AI mermaids. I said, this is hideous, baby. This is disgusting.
Like you could literally find someone to do that anyway. Like,
right?
Please stop playing.
Just hire an editor. They'll make the flyer.
Like,
and it's not going to cost you out the ass. Whatever.
No,
the point is,
anyways, okay, so back.
But we can get that. We can get into the nasty plot, maybe. Back to Raven Baxter.
Okay, so what should you do? Essentially, you will use whatever social media you have. You know, like you said, you have the IG. You can create like a little document flyer type thing, and just like how people do on Instagram, where they'll be like casting for this or looking for this, and friends and people will share around their story or
100%.
you know, and that's where it just goes from there. As for budget,
I'll say this for budget. I'll say this.
Go ahead.
A lot of the times, especially when you're making a web series, or something smaller like this, the budget is close to zero, and we make do. You use what you have. People got apartments with public areas that you can get for, where you like sign it out for a couple hours.
Yes.
Use that.
That's where
public
it starts.
Parks. Use that.
That's
public areas. Keep it cheap. Keep it low. You got a friend who's like a waiter at a restaurant. See if y'all can come into the restaurant after hours.
Right. Just be like, hey,
just for
can
like
I
an
use
hour,
this
do
for
some
a little
filming.
bit, you know?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or like, let's say someone's a waiter. You come in maybe before their shift starts. The restaurant's not busy. Let's do an hour of filming in here. Try to things like that. Network. Your community is your greatest asset.
Yo, that ass.
Yep.
Like, you got a friend with a cute apartment, just be like, hey, can I use this for like an hour to shoot this little thing real quick, you know?
Yeah. And I'll say this as well for auditions really quick.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned like having friends and people in the community also post it. Raven Baxter, you follow my page. You see me daily. I'm always posting, getting people to submit stuff. And that's how I end up with so many questions. And this is good. This is what I want. Consistency. Consistency. You want to be posting and you want to be consistent with it. And also, especially for like a reality show, I think it's important not only to have an open call. I think if you think there's certain people that you want on and you want to tap them specifically, go and message them and give them your elevator pitch, and make sure you have an elevator pitch.
Ooh, heavy on that.
Yeah. But then, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But.
No, you're good. There's really not much else. Like those are like, that's what you have to do. It's very much just location scout, see what you can do, talk to people. Talk to the people. Hey, can I use this space? Hey, can I do this? Hey, may I take up a bit of your time? You know, do as you do, where you're like, hey, can you like submit? Be consistent now and reach out.
Yeah,
it's as you said. Yeah. Those are
closed mouths don't get fed.
Not at all.
You got to be out here. You got to be loud. You got to be consistent.
No one is coming.
No one's coming.
You have to. Yes. Yo.
Yep.
It works everywhere. 100%. No one is coming.
But yeah. And I'll also say this. You don't need to have auditions in like a theater hall or in like anywhere special. You can have auditions in your apartment. You can have auditions at a coffee shop. Yeah. You know what I mean? especially for a reality show, it's not like they're reciting lines. You're just getting to know these people and trying to think if they'll make good storylines, if they'll work with the other people well or not well, if you're trying to make something messy. You know what I mean? Like, are we going for more real life? Are we going for more baddies? What kind of reality are we doing here?
That's a big part. You should know what it is you're already going to do. I would hope so, because you said you're a creator of a reality show series. Actually, can we look it up? You have Instagram now?
I have their Instagram. Yeah, I was looking into this the other day. Okay, so we got the Instagram pulled up. We're gonna give Ray Baxter some important stuff here, right? So first off, we like that the casting call is there. That's important. And before this, we had talked about what kind of show they want. And here they say, if you got energy, drama, passion, authenticity, we want you. They say that in the casting call. That's important, right? It lets people know we're not going for something without drama. We want a good storyline. We want there to be a little bit, maybe not super messy, maybe not baddies level drama, but definitely not like documentary style. We want something that maybe like a happy medium between that. I like seeing stuff like that. That's pretty good. I say they should post that more. Let's get more of the casting calls out.
Yeah. Should they change where they say official page for upcoming reality show? Or should it just be new?
I think there should be more of that elevator pitch kind of in, if you can condense what the reality show is into one sentence, put that in. Whether it's like, because in the casting call it says, are you ready to show the world what life in Boys Town is really like? So maybe that or something similar to that.
Like that,
One sentence that lets people know what, like for my page, it says, we give you the best and worst advice to deal with all of life's predicaments. That's like, that is what the show is based on. We give you good advice.
And it makes me want to tune
advice.
Right.
Exactly. For this one, at first it's like, okay, upcoming reality show. That's cool. I want to just see like, give us the one byline for the show. You know what I mean? I think that's important to have.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. That's what you
I'm looking at some of their other posts. They're like, we're looking for talent, blah, blah, blah. Comment if you want in. It's call to action. Like they're posting this stuff, which is good. They're being more consistent about it. They're posting some like meme pictures, which is fun.
Yeah.
I think this is where having, like I said earlier, having the open call is important. I think you need to have a couple people in mind, reach out to them on your own, see if they're interested, really give them your elevator pitch, and if you want to practice on me, if you want to get your elevator pitch together, I'm opening my door to you. If you want to give me like the little, send me a voice note, we'll work this through. I'm open to doing this because I like helping out people in town. I like, it's cool,
Yeah.
But we want to make sure you've got that down. That way, when you go to other people, you're like, this is the show. This is what I'm trying to do. This is where you come in.
Yeah. I like the point, the point you made where it's like, have some people in mind. I think it's a good idea to get this running. Yes. Just reach out to a few people that could give a little something on camera, and you could, how do I say, make little mock-ups of what it would look like. Like get a friend that that can talk like they're about to talk how you want them to on the show, and just post that as a video. Like be like, oh, this is kind of show what it would look like. You know.
Or even if it's like if we're sticking to Instagram, if it's an Instagram reel and it's you talking to camera, this is the show I'm making, this is the stuff I want to cover, that kind of stuff, make it more front facing so that people see like kind of what you're about.
Yeah. And then boom.
I think that's important.
Very.
You got this. You just kind of, like I said, just get that elevator pitch together. And I think to start out, I think you should reach out to some people instead of just being an open casting call. Reach out to some people to get like a main cast. I mean, the first couple episodes of my podcast were just like some of my like close friends. Now I try to keep it to like people who have more things to promote. But like the first episode, it's like, these are just my friends. Now it's like people have things to promote. These are all the creators. These are people who are working, in town. So now I'm trying to expand outside of that, but
you're doing it.
Start small. Start close, start small, figure it out, You got this. We're going to move on to our next question. This one is from Candyman. It's a sex and love question. And they write, at what point do you know the relationship is over and you should break up? My boyfriend and I have been dating for a few months now after a very on and off situationship that has lasted about a year. Part of me wishes I would have stayed friends with him because he's truly an incredible guy and I do really love him. I just catch myself constantly asking if I'm doing the right thing and in the right relationship. I think I might be burnt out and it fills me with guilt because it's not entirely his fault. I've been in a relationship damn near every year since 2017, and it's usually with someone slightly or more older than me. They're always terrible at communicating, and it feels like I have to baby and hold their hand through healthy communication, or else it's constant arguing. I pride myself on my emotional intelligence and ability to communicate my needs, boundaries, and feelings. I also pride myself on my patience, as it's something I've worked really hard for. Throughout the first year of our situationship, there were lots of things that were not great, but nothing crazy that's outside of normal relationship stuff, I would say. Overall, the relationship isn't bad. I'm just not feeling it anymore, and I find myself questioning it more frequently. The new antidepressants I'm taking have definitely helped clear my head. Help clear those clouded thoughts I used to have, whether I'd feel flooded with guilt for even thinking of breaking up or anxiety about being alone. Now I feel like my head is really clear, where I've been able to weigh the pros and cons of being in this relationship, and I'm able to come to this kind of conclusion where the relationship might be over. And I do see him trying, and again, he's wonderful and I love him, but how do I know if the relationship is over or if I'm feeling a little burned out at the moment, like a temporary feeling? I just want to think this through thoroughly before making an impulsive decision like I usually do. Ooh, okay, there's a lot in this one.
I think they answered the question already.
Yeah, I think they wrote a lot, but I do think the answer is in here pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yes, I think they said would. Okay, let's break it down. Whoa, yes, because this is that question is a lot that a lot of people have asked themselves and need to what to accept, what you call it.
Let me ask you this. Have you been in a relationship where you have questioned whether or not you should be with the person?
Yes. Yeah. 100%. And I think it was like my first and second one had me questioning. Third one it didn't have me questioning. It was just kind of like, this is where you're at. This is where I'm at. I think it's best if we're just,
Because for me, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, if I'm questioning the relationship more than I'm enjoying it, or if that's the main thing that I'm doing is questioning whether or not we're done, that to me is information that we should kind of be done, or we should reevaluate what we're doing here.
Yeah. That already tells you.
Because if that's taking up all your energy and burning you out versus like being like, I'm with this person, I'm really enjoying themselves, we're building something together. If those good parts of the relationship are being outweighed by your thoughts of should I be with them or am I doing the right thing, then I think even if you do have like commitment issues or there's some underlying thing there, that alone is still information like something's not right.
Yeah.
And they say here, I've been in a relationship damn near every year since 2017.
And on top of that, they also were saying for this one, been dating for a few months now, and after a very on and off situationship that lasted about a year. One, you're already mentioning that it's been very on and off, and two, you're calling it a situationship, not a relationship, off the bat. You know?
Well, this is now they're dating, but it was. So I think we upgraded from situationship to now they're dating, and so but they've got that history there.
But if the history is very on and off, there isn't really a foundation to be had.
And that's kind of my other thing is if it's so on and off, why are we doing the light switch thing? Why are we being on and off? Was there? Yeah, there's not really a foundation for the house to be built on. You know what I mean?
A lot of this sounds like what you're feeling. Like I think I might be burnt out. I have been in a relationship for near every year since 2017. That you are pretty much saying here you're burnt out. You've been, because the relationship takes a lot of energy, a lot of work, like people love, yes, but there's work put into the love as well. I think that's the part that people forget. Love also takes work, etc. And sounds like you do need a break. You know.
Yeah, I want it to be a break because they say I've been in a relationship every year since 2017,
And that's a long time.
and if every relationship, because it says I've been in a relationship damn near every year, so are these different people every single year?
Right.
Because are we just serial dating people? Because if that's the case, I need us to really take some time, fall in love with being single. That's it. I think that's where we need to start.
It's
and
okay.
I say this all the time, and my friends are always ragging on me because they're like, Jake, you always say this. You're the one in a years-long relationship. You can't tell people that they need to be in love. I'm like, no, you need to be in love with being single. Because before I was in this relationship, I was single for years and years. So and I loved it. I loved being alone. You want to be so comfortable being alone that anyone that enters your space and enters your life, you see them, they need to be an additive. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They need to be a common good.
Yeah, where it doesn't feel like, God damn, this damn chore,
Yeah.
At all.
You want someone that you're in a relationship with to feel like they are adding something to your life, that they are building something with you. Not that they're completing you. You never want to feel like someone should complete you. You should be complete on your own. And that other person should be there to help boost each other up, to do other things together. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like and a DLC, baby, a DLC.
The game is complete without it.
DLC, yo.
The game is still complete without the DLC, but the DLC is a nice little cherry on top. You know what I mean?
Like, that's honestly that's like the best way to put it.
Unless it's Kingdom Hearts 3, because the DLC to Kingdom Hearts 3 actually is central to the story. We're not talking about that.
Right.
This is not Remind. We're talking about other DLCs. Yeah, you need to be in a complete game on your own, and then the DLC can come in. Let's focus on that.
Exactly. If you are questioning, like you said, if you are questioning it more frequently, more often, that's always on your mind. You have the answer. It's it might be time to snap it,
Shed the layers, declutter.
Right.
It's time to declutter.
Purge. Yes. Like, again, I think they already know, because there's this point where they say, I've been able to weigh the pros and cons. I'm sorry if you are over here, and I mean, it's good to like be like, okay, what's this? What does this person do for me? What because something you gotta evaluate. But like, I feel like to sit down and really be like, what are the pros and cons of being with this person? I don't know how to put it. That's already on top of the questioning. Kind of tells you even more. This might not be for you, because I don't think have found myself being like, oh, what are the pros and cons? I may have questioned it, but I've never been like, oh, what's a pro? What's this? Yeah. Which I guess maybe is healthy.
I think it's definitely a way to go about it. I don't know if it's like,
but it feels extreme in a way. Extreme that tells you.
Well, they say here that they make impulsive decisions already.
Okay,
so
okay.
They feel like kind of an intense person. So this just feels like this just might be part of their kind of process of working through things. You know what I mean?
Heard. True.
Yeah. So I think it's just probably not how we think about it.
Yeah, you're right. But then this part comes. I've come to this kind of conclusion where the relationship might be over. Baby, it's over.
It's over.
Over. I'm sorry. If you say it might be over, it's over.
Yeah. That Steven Universe song. It's over, isn't it over?
It's over. I don't think I would. If I wasn't feeling a relationship was over, that sentence wouldn't come into mind at all.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is to be like, hey, should I still be with them? And then to be like, is this relationship over? It's like, oh.
And that doesn't mean that you don't love them any less.
No, not at all.
I think it's kind of a similar situation to the Lil Traveling Potato from earlier.
Yeah.
Where it's like, y'all might be at different points. You might be on different pages. Things aren't lining up. And it's not that it's either of your faults per se. Yeah. It's more of a incompatibility issue, or that you're just not at that right space for each other. You know what I mean? And that's not a
okay.
failure. That's not a failure of
No.
the relationship. It's not a failure on
No.
yourself or a failure on them. It's just you're not where either of you need to be for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I
And
think
that's okay.
And that's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's okay. Anyway,
Boom.
send us an update.
Mhm.
If you came to that conclusion, let us know. We're curious. And best of luck with your single journey because
Right.
listen, like I said, you need to be in love with being single.
Please love yourself for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just you.
Just you. You,
Yeah.
yourself, and I, you know, what like Beyonce said.
Start a new game. Start a new game plus.
New game
you
play.
know?
Just
New
carry over
game
your
plus.
items. Carry over your
New
items from
game
the last run.
plus. Carry your skills, your items, and just new journey on your own.
Mhm.
On your own. Please. But
We're gonna
yes.
take a break and we'll get into our final segment of the show, Nasty Plot, where we give advice to someone who didn't ask for it, but damn well needs it. We're back from our break. It's time for Nasty Plot. This is the final segment where we give advice to someone who didn't ask for it, but damn well needs it. I got two quick ones. You know, first up, I'm not Catholic, so I don't have guilty pleasures. But I have one guilty pleasure in this life. The only one I feel guilty about. I am a glutton for Pop the Balloon videos. I can't stop watching them. They're
No, I
so
get it.
bad. They're so
No,
bad.
no,
I
I
can't
get
stop.
it.
I only watch the gay ones. I don't really care to see straight people in my life. So I only watch
No,
the gay
right,
ones.
right,
They're so
right.
messy.
They are. And the parts where like everybody goes pop, 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 pop. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, just get me out. Don't even post this.
Right?
I'm sorry.
Just
Don't even
take me out the edit. Just take me out the edit.
take me
please.
out the edit.
Yeah. That being
No.
said, I was watching one the other day, and this kept coming up, and I just kept being like, "Can y'all just say OnlyFans? Can you just say porn?" Like, they kept saying content creator,
Yeah.
but and the thing is, content creation is a very wide lens.
It
It's
is.
everything from
It
doing this
is.
podcast, it's making YouTube videos,
Mhm.
it's running people's social media accounts, it's doing graphic design, it's doing OnlyFans, it's making
Yes.
comics, it's making video games. Content creation is such a wide and varied thing.
It is.
But in the context of this show, they kept on saying content creation and only meaning OnlyFans / sex work / that range.
I think I saw that.
And that pissed me off.
It bothered me. It bothered me too. Where I'm just like, you can just outright say it, or you can just be like, oh, I do adult entertainment. Like there's
that's the one.
a word. Like
there's a way to say it I get it. It's for YouTube, right? I get it. It's YouTube.
You know,
you
right.
want to make sure you don't get demonetized. Just say adult
But I
entertainment.
think you can say adult entertainment. It's
Yeah.
like how do I put it? Like sometimes I've gone to tweet out like I've gone to go try to tweet something that was like, oh, for doing OnlyFans or things watching content. But sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to say, oh, content, content creator, because I'm just like, there's more than just OF,
Yeah.
out there.
Content creation is just so much
And like
wider.
when I think content creation, I don't think OF. I think, oh, I do TikToks. Oh,
Right,
I make
yeah.
I make videos for my job,
Stuff like that.
I do YouTube. I make podcasts,
Mhm.
I don't think OF. That's why I'm like, just say you do OnlyFans, or just say I do sex work, or just say I'm in the adult industry or adult entertainment.
Yeah, I think that's the easiest way.
is.
Just say adult entertainment. Just
Like,
say,
I'm
you
a
know what I
content
mean?
creator. No,
That tells me nothing.
That doesn't say anything for me.
That tells
that could
me
be
nothing.
that could be like 20 different things,
Yeah, and part of the reason why it pissed me off, because this happened in the episode, is someone. So the guy comes out, walks out. The host goes, "Are there any red flags that is like a deal breaker for you?" Blah blah blah. The guy goes, "Yeah, I don't want anyone in content creation." One guy pops his balloon, so they go over to see why he popped it, and he's like, oh, I popped it because you don't want anyone who's doing content creation. The guy's like, oh, so you do OnlyFans? He goes, no, but I do a lot of TikToks.
Yeah, and I was just like, let's word it differently. Like,
Yeah.
just say I don't want anyone who does adult entertainment. Because that's fine. You don't have to be with anyone who does
Yeah.
that. Verbiage. I think that's the term.
Yeah, verbiage. Our verbiage is important. It's important to get these words have meaning.
Yes, they do.
And I think using just like the widest word available to only mean one thing is you're just asking yourself to get misunderstood at that point.
Like, no.
The second thing I have, I don't like using Twitter. I'm on it as in the same way that someone is smoking cigarettes. I'm not doing it because I like it. It's just a part of my life and it's there.
Yeah.
That being said, I have lessened the amount of Twitter that I've used. I'm not really
good
to the point where I think the algorithm has just stopped showing me to people. You know what I mean? I used to be on Twitter and I used to post stuff and people would actually respond. Now I feel like I'm just kind of yelling at the void, which is whatever. It's fine. Point is, when I'm scrolling, my whole timeline right now is just quote tweets. And then when I go to get the context from the post below it,
post unavailable.
We are in a post unavailable epidemic.
Twitter's
broken. Elon Musk is at fault here. It didn't used to be like this. We used to be a proper country. We used to be a proper country. This shit is broke.
It's nasty. Disgusting. It's dirty. It's not right. It's disrespectful.
Yeah,
like,
it's rude.
What do you mean
nasty.
post unavailable?
Fix this
Baby,
shit.
I wanted to see this.
I needed the context.
What's going on?
My algorithm is nothing but blue checks, farming money, and post unavailable.
Oh,
unless I'm on my poor Twitter. Then it's actual stuff. On my regular Twitter, nothing.
Oh, also on top of post unavailable is the whatchamacallit. I don't know if it still does it, but like the quote tweets not being there.
Oh my god, yeah, where you go to look at the other quote tweets, nothing's there.
Like nothing, and it's like, baby, it says there's people talking.
It says there's 123 here. Where the fuck are they?
Where are they?
Show me. Come on, they broke it.
Show me,
because I know it's there.
No.
I know it's there.
It is. They're
lying to us.
Yeah,
and they're gonna make it like a Twitter plus. Because I refuse to call it X. I think calling it X makes you a cop.
Girl, it's not X. No, it's
calling it an X is cop behavior. Calling it X is cop.
X, formerly Twitter. Girl, shut up.
No, just say Twitter. We all know what it is.
Baby,
if you actively are not calling it Twitter and only say X,
I think you nasty. You an op. You an op. You one of them.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for my nasty plot. I need them to fix it because this shit is pissing me off. Fix it, please.
You know what? Speaking of pissing me off, you know what pisses me off?
Let's get into it, Ron.
Hold on. People asking questions to answers they already have. Please. Whoa. I'm sorry. That throws me off. Like, for example, when let's say you've someone's like, oh, I'm on my way, and they're like, what's your address? And you're looking at it like, but bitch, I've given you my address like 25 times. Scroll up. You have the answer there.
What if they're like I deleted my chats?
Well, you must have already been here or I would assume you've looked up where it is. So it should be saved in your maps, in your recent history, etc. Go find it.
Start saving it to the contact. Make it easier on yourself. Just save it to the contact.
But that's just an example. It's like, right, save it. Be organized. Please.
I feel like some people are afraid of saving people in their phone. Have you come across people like this where like they open up their text app and it's all unsaved numbers?
That's nasty. I'm sorry. That's scary to me. How do you
save people? You know what I mean?
Just save them. No. Or like, let's say when someone's like, who's all going to be there? Granted, it's a valid question if you are trying to avoid someone specifically.
Yeah.
But at that point, I don't. Right. Just tell me. I don't want to see David, please.
Yeah.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see Jack. I don't want to see Alex. I know you know them.
Be specific. Instead
Tell
of
me.
tiptoeing around the question, because tiptoeing
Tell
around the
me.
question, I might forget to mention, oh, I forgot Alejandro's gonna be there.
Yeah,
Oops,
and
sorry.
sorry, Alejandro's there, baby. Hash it out, you know.
Yeah.
Or it's like, how many people there now? And it's like, bitch, just come, just show up, you
Just show
know.
up. I think
Just
especially if it's like an event that you're hosting or an event that you're
yeah,
affiliated with, and people are like, "Who all gonna be there? What's going on?" You know what I mean? Like, just come to the event or don't come to the event. But I think
right,
if you're trying to qualify it by being like, "Who's gonna be there?" It makes me feel
right,
like you don't really care about the event or about supporting me and
right.
like the event that I'm affiliated with or hosting. You know what I mean?
And like the way, like, okay, so for me, the way that like ties into asking that you already have the answer is because like you already know I can't really. Okay, usually it's for like if I'm hosting like an orgy, you know, like
Okay.
I like to host Smash Bros and Smash orgies, blah blah blah. And I've had people be like, "Who's all going?" And I'm like, I can't give you like the answer to that. I can't give you that information.
Yeah.
It's a sex party. You don't just be like, this is this person's business, this person's business, this person's business.
Yeah. Have some decorum. You know what I
Right,
mean?
like
Have some home
just if you
training.
want to come, just come. Now, if you don't want to see your ex at the sex party, or maybe a sister, tell me that. Tell me, hey, I don't really want to see my friend there because I feel like you may have invited them. Okay, let me know.
See, that makes more sense. Yeah.
That makes more sense. Stop asking me. Don't. Yeah.
Because then it's like a safety issue at that point.
Yeah.
If I ask you who all is going to be at the orgy and you tell me everyone's name and then I pull out, then I know who all is going to be at the orgy, and then
Right.
I can go and talk and do
And be like, hey, oh, so and
I
so
heard
was
they're going to
there,
be at this orgy, blah blah
and it's like,
blah.
bitch, what in the hell?
Yeah. Meanwhile, this person is a banker on Wall Street. They don't even know their business. You know.
Right? No, not at all.
Yeah, I think especially in the context of sex parties and
No,
sex
no.
events, it makes more discreet. You know, it's just not your business to keep everyone else's
Yeah.
business. You know.
I think one of the worst ones I've had is where someone's like, do you do video? And that blows mine because I'm just like, it's everywhere. You know,
Yeah,
like
the answer's there. We see that you do video, babes.
yeah,
You post it quite often.
it's like okay, but yeah, I hate when people ask questions they have the answer to. Those are
Yeah.
just some examples.
Would a
But
more
yeah.
valid question be, do you ever hook up without doing video? I feel like that, because that is like a more
Okay, that's but I also hate that one too.
yeah. Because
But
I've heard other
it's
people say that that's an annoying question.
it's valid, but I also hate that one too because we're human. Like aside like from being like, do I do videography or blah blah blah? It's like yes, I do video, but I'm also a person. I like to also have regular hookups. You
Mhm.
know.
You can't always be just on work mode all the time.
No, not at all. You know, and I'm just like, let's use a little common sense. You know, but I get it. But I also get it at the same time.
Yeah, because I think there are some people, at least from just what I've encountered and the people that I've talked to, there are a couple people who like have certain profiles where they only do like this is a work one. They only do video on this one.
Like there's some people that say
yeah.
that say, oh, we're not hooking, we're not linking if we're not filming.
Yeah.
I get it, you know. But no, stop asking me that. I'm not gonna film you. I will ask, can we film?
Yeah, and that should be a given. And it's kind of sad that like for some people that's not a given. Where like for safety reasons, I like okay, is there going to be a camera involved, right? It should be as a professional. It should be like, hey,
that should already be given that I'm not gonna film you
without consent, without an
right
agreement.
Because I could go to jail, or you could be like, hey, they made revenge porn, or they could be like, hey, they filmed me without consent. There's no 100%. Forms, etc.
Yeah.
But yeah,
which it sucks that it has to be that way for like for safety reasons, but for the most part, be normal, you know.
Yeah.
But I understand. Yeah. Who all gonna be there? Just show up.
Just come. Damn. You're gonna have fun.
At worst, you're at least gonna play Smash Bros. Even if you're like,
that part.
Go. You know what I mean? You can at least play some games.
Like you like that. And I'm there, you know. But anyways,
Now here's a
life-
question.
what's up?
What if they show up, right? They're there, they realize there's like two people at the orgy that they don't really want to fuck with, but they're cool with everyone else. How does that kind of get hashed out?
You just don't interact with them. You just let it be.
Does there need to be a conversation there, or is it just like?
So I've done 5, and I've
Okay.
had some people be like, "Oh, my sister's here," and they're just like kind of kikiing, like they're just kind of laughing about it in a way. They're just like, "Bitch, what are you doing here? Like, Ariana, what are you doing here?
Ariana, what are you
What are
doing
you doing
here?
here?"
Not
And
to invoke
that's-
her name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can't talk about Nikki no more. I'm sorry.
No. Right. Agreed. Anyways, no.
That's a dark
That-
hole.
that's-
We can't
that's
go
a-
down that. We can't go
no.
down that tunnel.
Um.
I specifically chose not to talk about her during Nasty Plot. I just
Yeah.
can't do that right now.
Mm-mm. And so it just kind of, you just key about it and you just let it be. But now, as for people who may not want to see someone, if they're there, it's kind of an unfortunate thing. Like, you can decide, like, you are free to go home or just mind your own and just
Yeah, no one's locking the door on you. You know.
no. And y'all don't have to interact at all. I feel like in general, because I know this happens at other people's events or in general in life, where you see someone at the club that you're at, and what are you gonna do? Be like, get out the club or leave the party? No.
Honestly, I think I'll say this
Hold
for
on.
the club.
Go
I
on.
think it
Go
makes
on.
sense for sex parties, right? Okay, I can
Yeah.
see not wanting to be in the same room with them
Yeah.
there. But for the club, a lot of you need to be okay being in the same room with someone you don't like.
Yeah, you don't have to interact with them.
You don't have to interact. You don't need to make looks at them. Two adults that do not like each other can be in the same room without it being a big thing. And I need a lot more of you to get okay with that.
And that's what I'm saying for, let's say, this, like, if it just so happens, it's more of a it just so happens, because it's not like deliberate that, like, oh, I know you don't like Alex and Alejandro, but they're there,
Yeah, because that's a different thing, right? If I'm
That would-
always
that
going
would-
out and they're like hunting me down, that's separate.
That's different. Now, y'all can still be in that same, like, if you so wish to please, or so wish please, y'all can be in the same apartment. Y'all don't have to be in the same rooms. Y'all can pick your own corners. Adult, be an adult.
Be an adult. It's okay.
Do what's best for you, whether
It's okay.
that's you chill in one corner or you go home. Yeah.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom.
We did it. We're at that time. It's the end of the episode. Ron, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me on. This was
Of course.
fun.
Of course. It was a good time.
Good
Before
luck
we
to all the
leave-
people.
Yeah, good luck to everybody.
Mhm.
Remember, send updates. I love updates.
Mhm.
Updates are my favorite thing about this. Before we leave, Ron, let the people know where they can follow you and whatever you have to promote.
Like you said in the beginning, I am a videographer / editor. You can find me at Ron Peralta X on YouTube. That's RonPeraltaX. And then for the Twitter content, Ron Peralta X with an extra X. How would I say that a lot clearer?
Ron Peralta XX.
Yeah, Ron Peralta XX. Yeah, we'll do it like that.
I'll put it in the show notes as well. It'll be in the bio of this,
yes.
so people can just scroll below.
Those are my two, because Instagram said you out.
Yeah,
enough.
Instagram said no more. Sorry.
No more. None of them thirst traps.
Yeah. Obviously, for the kids at home, the Twitter one is NSFW. The YouTube one is not. So if you don't want to see the NSFW stuff, just go to the YouTube. The YouTube stuff is great. It's got some cool stuff on there.
Thank you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As for me, I'm a Jake. You can follow me at Krokunk for all my solo stuff. Talking about comics, talking about Pokemon, doing all that daily shit. You follow the podcast at Poison Touch Pod. You can submit any questions, stories, and confessions for future episodes at kroghunk.com. Used to be poisontouch.com, but we had to get rid of the license on that one. And so we're downsizing on that because I'm going to go pay for a website. Pay for a website, it's too much work.
That's crazy, yeah.
So for now, kroghunk.com. Remember, all advice, 100% anonymous. We love it. Send updates, send future questions. And for $5 a month, patreon.com/poisontouchpod. You can get full video episodes. You can get bonus episodes. This month we got a bonus episode talking about Pokemon Legends EA, as well as the Hyper Dimension DLC. I think I'm going to take January off. We're going to start season 4 in February, so no episode in January, except for a Patreon episode. So if you're still missing my my voice. Hopefully it's less nasally and less cold infested next month. But yeah, join the Patreon and get next month's bonus episode as well. Poison Touch is produced, edited, and hosted by me, Jake Munoz. If you like what you see, give us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify. It really helps us get out to more people. I'll catch you on the flip.
A DLC, baby, a DLC.